What's going on, guys? It's Kyle from Big Money Mindset. Today we're going to be discussing Workhorse and all of the news surrounding this stock. Currently, as you are watching this video, there was a board meeting going on with USPS Postal Service, and basically they're going to be going over the finalization of the $6 billion New Deal contract with their delivery service. And of course, we all know Workhorse is in the running, for the top pick as being the fully all-electric vehicle company. So basically, there's a lot of other things that can factor in the stock price these next couple of weeks. Earnings report is coming out this week. We will be going into that and checking out, as well as a lot of large funds holding up big amounts of stock in this company with their ETFs. So there's a lot to go over, and we'll get into it. We'll take a look at the a brief summary of what they're trying to accomplish as far as the company. We all know that their C series are the big main products that they are going to be pushing for this deal. The C650 and the C1000 are revolutionary step vans built with composite lightweight bodies that provide best-in-class MPG, utilizing the industry's first four-wheel independent suspension system that includes rear air shock and providing an unparalleled smooth ride for the driver and the load. So you already know where they're going. Fuel economy, EV, going green, helping companies save money. That's the big factor that is gonna get them the deal. They're here for these companies to save money. USPS is gonna save a lot of money going with all electric. Gas is in the past. There's no point for them to go with gas vehicles any longer. And as we can see, the stock hovering around 15, made a crazy jump, almost 25% all the way to 20. And then back down, hovering around the 16 mark again. And right now, as we speak, this current meeting is going on. The news is going to be getting out. A lot of people are going to be going into the hype, and the stock's going to be moving for sure. That's just definitely something to be careful on and watch out. If you're planning on hopping in, you might want to wait for a pullback after this week. And we can see that the quarter earnings are coming for the August 10th. This is going to play a big role in the stock price as well. 10 a.m. Eastern time. And basically, we're going to be seeing what kind of numbers they've been putting out on some of their older products. More pre-orders are going to be coming out, of course, and especially, the amount of sales they're going to make if they land this contract. I mean, this earnings call wouldn't even really make a big effect on the pricing, because it's going to shoot up regardless, if that deal does fall through. And we can see that, they're still doing articles. Workhorse is still a wild stock ride. It has already benefited tremendously with a 700% spike in June. Chasing huge rallies like this is rarely a good idea, but in this case, the concept has a longer runaway than usual. The EV market is still young, and Tesla already plowed the road for these followers to ride through. So what they're saying is, guys, this is not your, quick swing trade, and big profits. Everyone's thinking this is long-term hold. These big funds have been building up large ETFs with thousands, hundreds of thousands of stock. They're planning on the long term, that 3 to 5 years plus. And we'll take a look into some of these larger companies that have been building up this their ETFs around the stock, because these people are, smart. They see the long-term output of this stock. Metrics, there aren't any. On their next earnings report, investors will need management to be confident that they are executing on plans. And as we can see, the USPS Board of Governors open session. The Board of Governors will conduct a closed session meeting on August 6, 2020. The board will also meet in open session on August 7th, 9 a.m. So as I'm posting this video, this session is already, it's already in session, with these board members. At this time, the public is not permitted to attend in person, but are encouraged to listen to the live audio stream of the meeting. So basically, within the next week, I'm assuming the news will break out on, what route they plan on going for their future vehicles as far as delivery service. So just be on the lookout for that. You know, it's breaking news. You know, they just announced it literally August 6th, which was Thursday, and as we're speaking, you know, they're going over the final details of this deal that, you know, we've been hearing about for the past couple weeks or a month or so. So just be ready for some breaking news. You know, that's going to affect the price of the stock very quickly. And look, as we can see, ETFs with the Workhorse Group, 21 ETFs currently hold this stock. 5 million shares. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, companies that are holding this aren't worrying about price fluctuations these next couple of weeks. They're worried about long-term holding, future growth, and outlook on the stock. That's what I try to preach to you guys on my channel. You know, these penny stocks, you're gonna stress your body out to the max trying to play this stock, a penny stock. You know, literally waking up and the entire stock is plummeting, or you know, your put option, your call option didn't fall through because of a couple hours. Guys, I like to purchase stocks, sit back and relax and let them take its course. I only invest in growth stocks. I'm not freaking out about holding, you know, a couple years. Old timer generation, you know, was holding for 20, 30, 50 years on stocks, you know. Us young investors, you know, if we can't hold a stock for, you know, not even 5 years, you know, we're not showing good self-control, you know. We got to take advantage of, you know, companies like this that are innovating the world, you know, with EV technology, you know, saving money, you know, taking over gasoline. So you got to realize that, you know, it takes some patience in the stock market. It's not always a quick buck immediately after a week or two. So just take that into consideration, and I'm sure it will help you in the long term. You'll gain a lot of confidence, you know, being more stern on your approach, and it'll help you. It's helped me a lot these past couple months. So as we can see, ETFs with the most Workhorse exposure, Hale 4%. Okay, let's not look at that. Okay, we're looking for, here we go, the most shares, ETFs with the most shares. IWM, IS shares Russell 2000 ETF purchased 1.35 million shares, which is insane. And this is one of the bigger ETFs is ARQ, autonomous driving technology and robotics, got 400,000 shares. And you know, this stock, you know, this ETF is one of the hottest ETFs out there, you know, as far as growth. It is ran by Cathie Wood, who is, you know, an investor that a lot of people have heard of, but, you know, they're saying a lot of people haven't heard of her until this upcoming year because she's been preaching so much into autonomous driving and EV technology. And as we can see, her actively managed ARK Innovation ETF is the best performer among 584 funds with at least $1 billion in assets in the global equity market, crushing the likes of BlackRock with return of 165% income plus appreciation these past 3 years. She has beat 99% of them since the ARK Investment Management LLC that has become a registered investment advisor in January 2014, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. So what you got to realize is, if you want to play the EV market without going all your eggs in one basket into one EV company, you can invest in ARQ, which is going to give you multiple variations of all the companies and it's going to limit your risk as far as large pullbacks. The pullbacks on an ETF are going to be much smaller because it's so well diversified. And if we take a look at the ARK ETFs investment, we can see they got, you know, a lot of variation of robotics and technology. You know, Tesla is their largest holding, of course. Splunk, Apple, NVIDIA, Autodesk, and we can see right here. One second. Workhorse Group and Corp. 415,000 shares, you know, holding a 1.47% in the entire ETF, guys. So, I mean, on $1 billion, you got to realize, you know, how much money that's worth. You know, that's insane. It's a couple $1 million. So, They are, looking at it as a long-term investment, playing it smart, 2% of your portfolio. And, I'm sure they're going to see a lot of great gains in the long term, the way they pick these companies in their ETF. So, and it says ARK invest across sectors, geographies, and market caps, seeking to identify companies missed by traditional sector-based strategies. Disruptive innovation. This is a very good quote you got to realize when it comes to EV technology. Disruptive innovation is often not priced correctly by traditional investment strategies because people may not understand how big the ultimate opportunities are going to be. They are sizing the opportunities and they aren't analyzing the disruption. So that's pretty much what summarizes the entire hype of this EV stock market right now. And you got to look at it as a longer term. What could happen. It could be larger than anyone really expects. These stocks can be big time players in the next couple years when everyone starts hearing about them and investing, and the growth, the sales starts producing. So I really hope you guys, enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I just love giving you guys information on daily stock market news. I want to make sure you guys are aware of all the price fluctuations that can happen in the stock market with these little news articles and earnings reports. So if you enjoyed the video, drop me a subscribe. And if you like the video, drop me a like as well. And give me your outlook on Workhorse, what you expect is going to be happening these next couple of weeks. And just drop me a comment. And I really appreciate if you watched all the way to the end. I hope you have a great day, and Big Money Mindset out.